Luca Brecel is one of my favourites to win this year's World Championship. Yeah, you've heard me. Now before you click away because you think I'm mad or know absolutely nothing about snooker, probably valid, please stick around and hear me out. Nobody thought Luca was going to win in 2023 before that tournament, but he turned up and shocked the world, playing some unbelievable snooker. Last year, having struggled to win a match for most of the season, he played one of the best sessions of snooker ever seen against Ding Junhui. He didn't win the world title, I get that, but at times he was playing well enough to. As Luca is not ranked inside the world's top 16, and it's very unlikely that he will be in time for Sheffield, Luca might not even make the start line at the Crucible. I also get that, but I still think Luca should be considered one of the favourites if he qualifies. If he qualifies, he will have had to have played a minimum of 2 qualifying matches to reach the first round of the tournament. He might even have to play 3, and if he wins them, it means he's prepared well enough and been motivated enough to win 2 or 3 best of 19 frame matches. That matters. If Luca turns up having had his blasé attitude to application and preparation beforehand, it's doubtful he will qualify, but if he does, I'd wager that his preparation and application will have been of a solid level, and that in my opinion makes Luca Brecel very dangerous. If you're a top 16 player seeded in the first round of the World Championship, would you want to face Luca Brecel in the first round knowing he's just won 2 matches in qualifying? I don't think you would. Nobody would. Look at Jack Jones last season, he had to face Zhao Xintong in the first round. Who would have wanted that draw? Listen, I'm not saying I think Luca is the favourite. Not at all. Mark Selby, Judd Trump, Ronnie O'Sullivan, Neil Robertson and Zhao Xintong will be the front runners, as they always are. But if Luca is in the draw for the first round, don't be surprised if he does well in Sheffield. If you love snooker and like content ranging from analysis to debate to unpopular opinions, consider subscribing, and if you're feeling generous, you can buy me a coffee. I'll put the link in the description. Are there any other outside bets that I'd consider for the world title? Well yes, there might be. I'm not talking Wu Yiza or Shaun Murphy or Zhao Xintong breaking the Crucible curse, no, they're too obvious. I'm talking about this man. For a long time, Mark Allen has been one of those players who people have given the nod to of being a future world champion. However, it's never quite happened, and I think many people think that the Antrim man may have missed the boat. But not me. I think this is the perfect opportunity for Mark to win the World Championship. He's not had the best of times in the past year or so, and has been scrutinised for his negative style of play. In an interview earlier this year, he announced he was actively trying to change this. I think the fact that nobody believes he can win the world title, combined with the fact he will be looking to attack more when he plays, could mean the pistol is dangerous again. And what of Ronnie O'Sullivan? 3 years ago, he was the reigning world champion. 2 years ago, he was the pre-tournament favourite. This year, he's not fancied, he's going under the radar. And the Ronnie O'Sullivan going under the radar is always dangerous. He's entered the World Seniors Championship in May, and for some that may signal Ronnie's demise as a top snooker player. For others, some will tut and scoff that Ronnie just loves the limelight. For me, I think it's the appeal that he could be the first player ever to win 2 world titles in the same month. And could another Chinese player win the world title? Let's assume Zhao Xintong falls to the Crucible curse. Who is the most likely Chinese player to win outside of him? Wu Yiza is the obvious answer, but does he have the tactical game? Zhao Guodong seems to be the best all-rounder, but does he have the big match pedigree? Ding Junhui has a point to prove, as he drops to Chinese number 3, but is he hungry enough anymore? Si Xiaowei, semi-finalist 3 years ago, looks a shadow of that player who blitzed his way to the last 4. So if it's a Chinese takeover, who's next in line? So many questions, so few answers. There are a few tournaments before the World Championship, but I'm already looking ahead to it. I think it could be a big one. I'll be doing a pre-World Championship video discussing the potential winners of the tournament, and that will be released in the days leading up to Sheffield, but I'll leave you to ponder this question. Which of these players do you think is most likely to be world champion in May?